Okondedwa omvera kwina kulikonse kumene muli
Dear
tsiku la
listeners,
lero
wherever you
pa
are, tonight on
4
July
July
4th,
2023
2023, as time says 3 minutes
na
past
pakadali
10.
pano nthawi yathu
With me
ili
once
10
again
minutes
is Brother
3
Witness
minutes
with a
past
very
10
special message the
usiku.
Lord has given him. I find it
Tabweranso ndi
necessary
Brother
and
Witness
important to share this message
uthenga
as
wina
some of you
wapadera
may have
umene
friends and
wakumwamba
relatives residing in
wapatsa
the affected area.
ndachiona kuti nchabwino
I
kwambiri
implore you to
uthenga
take this
upite mwina
warning
kutheka
seriously
kumalo
and
kumene
spread it to
kutchulidwa
as many
mthimba
people as you
padaderawo
can.
kukhoza kukhala
Remember, the
abale anu.
Lord speaks and communicates with us in various ways, and in these last days He is doing just that. Allow me at this point to call upon Brother Witness to share with us the message the Lord has given him.
All right, thank you very much. I thank our Heavenly Father for yet another opportunity, though it is quite late in the night, to once again share the messages the Lord has been giving me. The message I'm sharing tonight was given to me on July 23, 2023. Rather, on July 3, 2023. In this message, as I was in my bedroom, I prayed, asking the Lord to further reveal to me more on the heavy and destructive rains which I forewarned about as was to come. Specifically, I prayed the Lord to show me the country which will be affected by this heavy and destructive rainfall. I really was anxious to know the affected country, as the Lord doesn't just give me messages or warnings that concerns or affects Malawi as a country only, but also shows me what is due to take place even in other countries as well. For instance, when I warned about the heavy and destructive rains in the past, I also warned about the cyclones which will affect various and many places. And it so happened that we had these cyclones, some of which affected us here in Malawi while others affected other countries as well. It is against this background that I prayed, asking the Lord to show me the place or country which will be affected by this heavy and destructive rainfall. Besides, there were several things which I asked the Lord to further reveal to me on what is lying ahead of us, whether positive or negative. After these prayers I felt asleep, and that's when I now heard a voice while asleep. The voice which I heard said, "Oklahoma, North America. There is going to be a great crisis there." This is the message I was given. Oklahoma, North America, there is going to be a great crisis there. Whenever I get these kinds of messages, if or while I was asleep, I usually don't sleep anymore, and in most cases I often just get out of my bed. Likewise, at this time after getting this message, I woke up and grabbed my noted book and wrote this name for fear that I may forget it. In the morning, I then started searching and trying to find out if at all there is indeed such a place in the world called Oklahoma. Is it a city? Or is it a country like Malawi? If indeed it is a country like Malawi, then on which continent is it located? Since during the night I was told of North America, so I wanted to find out if indeed it is right there. Because my impression was that if it is not there, then surely this message was not meant for that place. I therefore had to ask my child to look it up in the dictionary. Unfortunately, he couldn't find any leads. I also personally looked it up in my phone's dictionary app, but I could only get an error message indicating that I may have written a wrong spelling for the word Oklahoma. Then later this evening, I asked a certain woman to help me find out if Oklahoma is a town or a country, and on which continent can it be found. I had to do this to cross-check and proofread the message I got in the night. It did not take this woman much time to get back to me with a feedback, and she told me that it's a place that, she just said Oklahoma is in North America, and she went on to say that it is near Texas in North America. Having heard this, I was thrilled to discover that it is exactly as I was told in that voice, that there is going to be great crisis in Oklahoma in North America.
North America. Je ineyo mtima nakuzidwa kwambiri mtima kuona kuti zalingana uthenga umene nawuzidwa kuti Oklahoma ku North America kukhala mavuto akulu.
This is why I thought it really necessary to share this warning with our dear listeners, especially as it is not ideal to ignore any potentially dangerous or vital warnings. May I also thank you so much for having thought it wise to record this message so that it can be shared with others, although it is still quite late in the night. Sure, thanks, and let me stop it right here.
Praised be the Lord for the message which we have been given concerning the Oklahoma City. Dear listener, in case you don't know, in Oklahoma City there once used to be a certain huge pillar on which were written the 10 Commandments of God. But in the year 2015, they voted to remove these laws. By October 12th. And this was done. 7 out of 8 people voted for the removal of these laws, while just 1 out of 8 people voted to retain the laws. Those who can please find out or search the numerous evils that take place in this city, you will be ashamed by the evils that take place in this city. This is not a surprise at all that this time we are getting these warning messages of the impending crisis due to take place in this city. Let us keep watching as the Lord told Habakkuk to write the vision, and make it plain though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. What choice and decision are you going to make? In case you have friends and relatives living in Oklahoma, you may wish to inform and warn them of what may happen in their city. I understand that if your friends warn you of a road you are traveling on, that there is a broken bridge ahead or a lion ahead, you ought to listen and make an informed decision. May the dear Lord bless you till we meet again in yet another episode, and we come again with yet another message from Brother Witness. Bye, bye.
I stood on the bank of a wide raging river, trusting that I'd get across. And I've made my way through some valleys and deserts, believing I'd never get lost. I stood at the foot of what felt like Mount Everest, knowing I'd have the strength for the climb. It's through every trial, each test and temptation, there's one thing, it's sure every time. Over and over, again and again, God is faithful. Over and over, again and again, through it all, He's made me able to stand and survive, to come through alive when it sure looked like I couldn't win. Jesus is with me, so I'll claim the victory over and over again. If you ask me why I have no hesitation. God does what He says He will do. Well, I'd simply say every battle has taught me there's nothing He won't help me through. So why should I dwell on the hardships and struggles when I look just beyond them I see? The way this will end is with great celebration, and deep in my heart I believe. Over and over, again and again, God is faithful. Over and over, again and again, through it all, He's made me able to stand and survive, to come through alive when it sure looked like I couldn't win. Jesus is with me, so I'll claim the victory over and over again. To stand and survive, to come through alive when it sure looked like I couldn't win. Well, Jesus is with me, so I'll claim the victory. Over and over, over and over, over and over again. Over and over, again and again, God is faithful. Over and over, again and again, through it all, He's made me able to stand and survive, to come through alive when it sure looked like I couldn't win. But